So this is more of a sensitive video than an educational part of a video. So, I was labeled and assigned female at birth. People assumed me to be a straight, cisgendered girl. And for all of elementary school, that was not questioned at all. I thought what I was experiencing was just being a tomboy. I always liked to play with toys that were more for boys, but I still played with girl toys. I really didn't have a preference in terms of what toys I played with. Between elementary and middle school, when I was with my paternal parent for summer, I was sitting in one room and I decided to cut off all of my hair. And I was not upset about it. I was screamed at for cutting off my hair because now I ruined my beautiful long hair. It wasn't until I'd say around 2014, but I was shown that there are people that were different than what was considered normal back then. And as I slowly began to understand individuals, I started to question myself. And then I started feeling like this could possibly explain a lot of things that I was feeling. Because for the longest time, people labeled me as a tomboy. Just one of the guys. And I really wasn't questioning my identity at this point. I was just kind of floating through high school, just trying to graduate. And as I started to go through it, I had gotten a partner. And I was starting to kind of get very uncomfortable with certain actions. Like, I did not like being kissed. I didn't know why it made me uncomfortable at the time. We're still friends to this day. And we both have kind of gone down our own path of exploring and understanding ourselves. They're still figuring things out, and I'm pretty sure I'm still figuring things out myself. There was a specific event that happened in 2015 that changed the future for the LGBT community forever, and that was gay marriage being legalized in all 50 states. And I stated that I was happy about this. I was really happy. There were some catalysts to the specific things that happened, like MLP on the episode Princess Spike specifically, featuring a transgender pony. And I was like, oh, look, a cool transgender pony. And it was going on saying, how could they show this in a kid's show? This is ridiculous, and all kinds of, frankly, very homophobic stuff. And this is when my eyes opened up, realizing that this person who was meant to be a father failed at the most basic of parental requirements, and it's supporting your kids and not being a piece of shit. And oh my god, it got worse. I drew two of my friends who were gay, and they were a couple. And I drew them together as ponies, and then I drew two girls together as ponies. And I posted them, and he said, "Are all your friends gay?" And yeah, now I realize that he was just trying to figure out what kind of people I was around. And I'm thankful that I deleted all of my prior videos, because all of those vlogs that I made as a kid were some of the more depressing videos I made. I spent most of my time outside to avoid my stepmom and my dad. And I spent most of my time at the park on my own because I did not want to be around him. Because I was just upset that he was such a bad person. That when I finally was able to say, I don't want to come down to your house anymore, I started staying with my mom from that point on. and never going down. And it was possibly the best decision I made when I came out as gay and trans. But he threatened me so much, and he insulted my mom and my brothers. He basically made fun of everyone in my family and my friends, saying that they made me this way, that I could be fixed because God could fix me, because He could fix me. And if I came down, He could fix me. And it was just some of the most horrible things I have experienced in my life. But at that point, it was made clear that someone who was willing to threaten their kid, something as simple as, I'm gay, or I'm trans, that they would immediately threaten. I'm thankful I was old enough to make the decision that I was not going to go down to his house anymore. That I was just barely 17 and I stopped going down. Because when I came out at 19, I already had a job, I already had friends and family that supported me. But the fact that he threatened me almost broke me. And if I didn't have my friends, my family, my support network, I probably would have broke. Because I was brainwashed into believing that he, over the years of very, very, very troubling childhood, that he would always make me feel like I was safer with him, and it was horrible. And now it's better. Sorry, I wasn't expecting to actually cry and soak my Oculus, but now I'm better. But remembering something like that really is really difficult to really bring back up. But just remembering some memories that I never remembered before, it's realizing that all he really cared about was brainwashing me into hating my mom, into being just like him. I'm thankful that I lived with my mom, because if I was in his custody as the main custody, I I I wouldn't be here. It's all thanks to my mom. She saved me. She was super supportive of me. I can't imagine being here without her. She helped me, and she's been there every step of the way with my transition. As time goes on, I'm getting closer and closer every single day to my goal, which is finishing surgeries, getting all my legal documents changed. I am happy now. I don't want to feel like I'm making everyone depressed, but I'm very happy. But yeah, I think if I were to pick anything that's different, I would have wished for a better father. My mom is perfect, but she is pretty much just an example of what a parent should be: supportive and loving unconditionally for their kids. I think from now on, when I'm telling stories, I'll talk to you guys like this. Just know that despite what's happened, I'm going to continue on with what I'm going. But other than that, I'd say that life is improving. And I hope that anyone who is transitioning now has a safe and speedy transition, that you get everything you want the way you want it, and that anyone who's experiencing hardships now, don't give up. No matter how hard people try to push you, keep going. Keep going. Don't give up. There are people all over the world. There are people who will support you, love you, and accept you for who you are. Don't give up. Keep going. Your life will get better. If it takes moving to a different country, to a different state, moving out to make your life better, plan accordingly and do it. Honestly, guys, despite what's happened in my life, do I regret coming out? No. I'm beyond the happiest I've ever been. I feel like I am slowly coming into my true self. So if you guys enjoyed this video, feel free to subscribe. And I'm really sorry about the very sad undertones for this video, but I want to talk about something honest here. And so that's how my transition has gone. And it's not always going to be all butterflies and rainbows. Sometimes it's hailstorms and lightning strikes. But just know that if you can get through those hailstorms, after every single rainstorm or thunderstorm, there's always going to be a rainbow.